y'all. I am tired of thinking a new video every other time. Oh my god, I forgot what I wanted to say.
Oh, my Snapchat for the King Kitchen is the King Kitchen. Yeah, just like the IG page, you know. I don't have Twitter, I don't have Facebook. Too much work. Thank you. Bye. Hello, you guys. Welcome to the King Kitchen. So, on today's menu, we're having a nice little steak marinated in some red wine, and on the side, we're having a nice Cajun loaded potato with shrimps. Now, I know most of y'all came only for the potato. So let me know in the comments down below any suggestions that you guys have. Also, please bear with me. I can't make all the recipes that you guys are gonna ask me to do, only because there's the COVID outside and the stock in the supermarkets are very limited. Yeah, I hope you guys like this video. Okay, so as you can see, I have a T-bone steak. My cut was pretty thin only because I hate when my steak is thick. I'm squeezing some lemon juice on my meat and I'm gonna rub it on it to cleanse it. In the Caribbean culture, we would also use vinegar, but since I was using red wine, that was not necessary. Fun fact, if you put vinegar in your meat and you let it marinate, it will make your meat even more tender. So yeah. Just listed the ingredients that I use to marinate my steak. I don't use any specific quantities. I just like to go with the flow, you know? And now, the most important step, pour up your favorite bottle of red wine. You're now gonna repeat the same process on the second side of your steak. Now that we're done seasoning our steak, we're gonna let it sit in the fridge for about 1 hour and 30 minutes. Now onto the shrimps. They're frozen, so we're gonna let them sit in a bowl and fill it up with water. Now the potatoes, I'm not sure why, but there's only one potato showing in that footage. You actually need 2 for that recipe, you guys. Make sure you let them boil for at least 1 hour because they're really big. If you feel too lazy to do that, don't worry, just put them into the microwave for a minimum of 10 minutes and it's gonna be all good, trust. Okay, so now while we're waiting for the potato, we're gonna start cutting the cheese. I chose cheddar cheese. You could use any cheese you'd like. Everything except Parmesan. Please do not take Parmesan. You're gonna hate it. It's gonna be too salty. So I really wanted an explosion of flavor for my potatoes, so I made sure to cut up some green onions. If you don't like regular onions, I'm pretty sure you would like green onions. So now for the potato, I'm gonna take the first one and remove its skin and then place it into a bowl. your potato with a fork and then add some salted butter to it. Add some cashew spice mix. Some black pepper. Please make sure it's grounded, please. Like, ew. A little bit of salt. Now just smash it until it's smooth, and we're gonna wait for our second potato. Okay, so at this point the shrimp's gotten frozen, and now we're gonna remove its shell. Is it a shell? Well, you know what I mean. So yeah, just make sure to remove the shell. And later on in the footage, you're gonna see me removing like a tiny black line. I'm not sure what it is, but I just don't want this to be in my mouth. So yeah, just make sure to remove that, because I don't think you want it either. Please disregard my ratchet nails. It's quarantine, so yeah, I don't have access to a nail salon right now. Okay, so now we're gonna season our shrimps. I like to use seasoned salt instead of regular salt to season my seafood. Also, please make sure not to put too much, cause baby, once food is salty, there's no way to reverse it. Now I'm adding some cashew spice mix to make it spicy, along with some paprika to add a nice color to the shrimps. Honestly, you can never go wrong with fine herbs. So now I'm gonna add a little oregano with some parsley. Mine is dry. You could use some fresh parsley. Honestly, it doesn't matter. It's just food grass. Okay, so now you're gonna add some minced garlic and mix it up. Mix it. I'm just looking at my potato and it was ready. That's the second one. I'm boiling my asparagus instead of cooking them in the pan, because I love when my greens don't have any flavor to them. So if you want to have flavor to it, just cook them in a pan, add some butter and a little bit of salt. At this point, the steak has been sitting in the fridge for an hour and a half, and now we're ready to cook it. Your steak, you're gonna want to set the stove on medium heat, and then after 2 minutes you're gonna add some butter to your pan. Once the butter is melted, you're gonna add some rosemary and green onions. After 1 minute of letting your green onions fry, you're gonna add in your steak. Honestly, for the cooking time, it really depends on you. I personally like when mine is medium, so yeah, that's for your discretion. I added some more butter because I love butter, and also I added a little bit of minced garlic, and I'm not sure why it's not showing in the footage. So at this point, it was almost done. When the steak was almost done, I went in and added some lemon juice. Finally, add some sea salt and your steak is ready to be served. You guys, we're almost done here. So you're gonna take your second potato and remove the top layer skin. Take a fork and start mashing the interior of your potato just like so. Now add some salted butter to your potato. Add some cashew spice mix. And some black pepper. Take the first potato that we mashed in the beginning and add it on top to the second potato. onions and the cheese. Onto the shrimps. You're gonna want your stove to be on medium heat for this one. Once the butter is spread all over the pan, you're gonna go ahead and add your shrimps. You're gonna know your shrimps are fully cooked when they're not gray anymore. It should take you about 2 minutes. At this point, you're gonna want to preheat your oven and add your shrimps on top of your potato. I would highly recommend to melt some butter mixed with some parsley and garlic. That way you could put it on your potato later on. Put the potato in the oven until its cheese is fully melted. Now, my friend, you got yourself a Cajun loaded potato. Bon appétit!